Hi, I'm Frederick Abekumakin, and I'm here to explain the component of the virtual machine and how visualization technology can be used in a business environment. All right, so a virtual machine or a VM is essentially a software-based computer that runs inside a physical component. It allows multiple operation systems to run on a single physical machine, which improves efficiency and flexibility in IT environment. Okay, the core component of virtual machine includes the hypervisual CP, virtual CPU, a virtual memory, virtual storage, and virtual networking. The hypervisual is the most important component because it manages and creates the virtual machine. There are two types of hypervisual. Type 1 runs directly on hardware, and the type 2 runs on the top of an operation system. The hypervisual controls how resources like CPU and memories are shared between the virtual machine. A visual CPU or vCPU represents the processing power assisted to a VM. Even though the VM is virtual, it still uses the physical CPU of the host machine. The visual memory is the RAM located to each VM, which allows it to run applications independently. Okay, so the visual storage is also important because each VM needs a visual hardware drive where the operation system, applications, and data are stored. This storage is usually managed as a file on the host system. So finally, visual networking allows virtual machines to connect to each other and to external networks. This makes it possible for visual or VM to function like real components on a network. In business settings, visualization technology is externally variable. One of the main ways I would leverage it is for cost reduction. Instead of buying multiple physical servers, a computer can run many virtual machines on a single physical server, reducing hardware costs and electricity usage. Thank you very much. And it's also another way of flexibility. For example, if a company suddenly experiences increased demand on its website or application, it can quickly create new virtual machine without needing to install new physical hardware. All right, so let's talk about visualization. Visualization is also very useful in testing and developing environments. For example, in an IT department, developers can create visual machines to test new software without risking damage to the main production system. If something goes wrong, the VM can simply be reset or deleted. In a real-world example, a company like a bank or an online retail can use visualization to run different services such as customer database, web server, and internal application on separate virtual machines while still using the main physical infrastructure. This improves security, organization, and then performance. So in conclusion, the core component of virtual machine, such as the hypervisual, visual CPU, memory, storage, and networking, all work together to create a flexible computing environment. Business benefits from visualization through cost savings, improved efficiency, scalability, and safer testing environment. Thank you so much.